Joining us now, we have the governor of New Mexico, Michelle Lujan Grisham. Governor Lujan Grisham, thank you so much for joining us. What struck me out of that report was that so many shots were fired that there were people in the neighborhood who thought there were multiple shooters, which gives you a sense of the impact and the terror that these assault weapons rain down on communities when they're being used. 190 bullets discharged by the shooter, a cop shot, 3 dead. What do you think you can do on the state level to try and attack this problem?
Yeah, we're going to have to do everything. And Micah, it is horrifying. And as the reports and the data keep coming in, it's more rounds, more shots, more potential risk. And another community who is in grief and suffering. 2 more mass shootings since that occurred in Texas. So New Mexico's been very robust, and that's not to try to defend that we think we're there. We are clearly not. Until every mom, every dad, every student, every neighbor is safe, we keep doing it. But we've got extreme risk protection orders. We've got the domestic orders where guns have to be taken into custody pending the outcome of a domestic violence hearing or domestic violence dispute. We have universal background checks. We have straw purchase. I tried to raise the age for purchasing firearms to 21. I'll do it again. We've asked for a complete ban on assault weapons. We're putting $600 million out into behavioral health. We put $40 million out into additional school security and safety. And all of it, more needs to happen. There is a gun violence, a gun culture, and an anger problem in America and in New Mexico. And we're now going to take our crisis response teams and keep them in place until an entire community could be forever. We don't stop investing in these communities. And I think that has to be part of the sets of solutions.
It appears to me that there needs to be sweeping action to help all of our young people across the country. And when it comes to mental health, I think our kids are really suffering in this case at an extreme level. This gunman left this note that we saw in the report. He was ready. He had a bulletproof vest on that he enhanced. But where would he get an AR-15? And how in the world should an AR-15 be in his hands?
Shouldn't. This is my point exactly. Frankly, no one that isn't in the military, this is a weapon of war, or the trained police department. In my view, no one in America who isn't in one of those 2 situations should own an automatic weapon. There is no reason to own one of those. Secondarily, I have an issue with young people without training, support, mental health support, having access to firearms at all. I think we need to raise that age. I'm going to ask for that again. I expect to win it in the legislature. We have a safe storage law so that parents are now liable if their children have access to firearms or taking them to school. I mean, we're doing all of that work because I think you're exactly right. There is no reason. We're also looking at, legislation that didn't pass our last legislative session to go after gun manufacturers. This is an all of the above approach. Every single thing. I want fewer firearms on the street. I want no more gun trafficking. I want people held accountable. And what happened to Mr. Wilson? Did he reach out for help in the school? I'm going to need to know that. Was there a missed opportunity for a red flag, high risk protection order? Now, I don't have any of those details yet. But as things emerge, it looks to me like we have got to step up the investments we already have into behavioral health. And here's I want to be on your show this morning to tell state community Americans, just that I'm so sorry. But you know what I want? If you're a behavioral health provider, you come to New Mexico. Millions of dollars, no behavioral health copays. We pay for the clinical infrastructure. I want you. I need you. I will put you in our schools. We're going to make a difference.
So on that, before you go, I do want to talk about abortion. I know that you meet with other governors, especially female governors, and there's a good number of them now, both sides of the aisle. Do you think there's anything that governors can do to push back at what appears could be a national ban if we're not. I mean, at this point, we're in a very, very dangerous place for the women of America, many of who will die or who will be sterilized or will have trauma or unbelievable mental health consequences because they can't get the health care they need.
Yes. So our Freedom, Reproductive Freedom Alliance, women in particular, those states are, watching the mifepristone debate, which is, I agree with you, is an effort to actually ban abortion. They're chipping away one thing at a time. They want the Supreme Court in a position to be able to finally rule on that. Congress must act. But in the meantime, we're going to make sure that these medications are available in our state. We're going to make sure that clinics are available. We're probably going to have to band together and make sure that there's a process and resources for women to move and travel across the country. Because if we are just doing it in our own states, we're missing the point for every woman and her family in America. And you are exactly right. Democratic governors and women Democratic governors are going to make sure that women, no matter where you are, have the ability to get to us for the protections and support that you need, including my own Department of Health is looking at launching a national hotline so people really know who's standing up for you and where you could go to be protected.
Democratic Governor of New Mexico, Michelle Lujan Grisham, thank you very much for coming on the show this morning, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you, Micah. It was nice to be on it again. My condolences to America and to my wonderful community of Farmington. They didn't deserve this.
Thank you.